Are you looking to add more spirituality into your everyday life? Well, I've got you covered. I'm Jess, the down-to-earth oracle, your no-nonsense psychic best friend, spiritual and business advisor. And this is another easy, everyday, accessible, grounded spiritual practice that you can do. If you haven't seen these before, you should go check them out. I've already done one on joy, another on finding the favorite part of your day, and 3 gratitude. So this is the 4th in the series here, and we're going to talk about kindness today. Being genuinely kind, right? This is where we start taking that internal part of spirituality and start stepping it towards the external part of the world and how we interact with the world, right? So we need to be able to show up with kindness for people and situations, right? What is kindness? Definition, which is right behind the screen, says the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. I am also hearing there is empathy and caring and actually giving a shit in that moment. Right? So how can you show up being genuinely kind to a situation or to someone, right? Even if it's to yourself, that totally counts, right? And we also need to mention that kindness is different than being nice. Nice is very superficial. Nice is very performative on a social aspect, right? It's about external protection entirely versus kindness, which comes from the inside, right? Actual caring and empathy. So how can you be genuinely kind today? How can you show up in genuine kindness and being generous, right? That is part of that definition, being generous with it. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give everything away and everything else and do all of the kindness acts you want and can, or to a detriment, right? That's not what this is about. Try just one thing. Try a random act of kindness once a day, where you can show up because you actually care, because you can be generous, because you can be considerate, okay? That is the next step for an easy, everyday, grounded, and accessible spiritual practice from me, the Down-to-Earth Oracle. Like, share, subscribe, but also tell me, like, what was your random act of kindness that you did for somebody else today? Let me know. See you soon, peeps.